Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. To my returning subscribers, welcome back. And if you are someone who's just, watching me for the very first time, please, subscribe to this channel, because that's my utmost expectation that at the end of today's video, you become a member of this family. We are very happy people and we'll welcome you very well. Just let me know in the comment section that you're just a new subscriber and I'll give you a shout out in my next video. Okay, so guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking about the second off-campus employment opportunity for international students in the United States of America. A couple of days ago or some days ago, I uploaded a video where I talked about the various off-campus employment opportunities. I talked about CPT, and OPT was the second category. So in this video I'm going to talk about everything OPT. What is OPT, how, what are the requirements, the eligibility, the criteria, and all of those things, and how does it affect your journey here as an international student. So if you want to know more about what OPT means and everything in between that I already mentioned, then please keep watching this video, and I advise you to watch the video to the very end because everything is important. So please watch the video in full and like the video. Comment your thoughts in the comment section as well. So let's go to our video proper. So guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we start, I just wanted to talk about my outfits today. I know some of you are like, Valeen, it's like you're getting more, like you're wearing more of cardigans and all of those things. Yes, winter is coming and I don't like cold. I don't think anybody really likes cold though. So it's getting more cold, and it's beginning to affect me. So I think I'm gravitating towards more cardigans and all of that because seriously, it's cold. So yeah, in today's video we're talking about all things OPT. What does OPT mean? OPT means optional practical training. Optional practical training is an off-campus employment option for international students here in the United States of America. And with OPT you can actually there are two ways. You can do it while you're in school, and you can use it while you're in school, and you can also use it after you graduate. But most times people tend to use it when they graduate, and I'll tell you the reason why in course of my explaining what OPT means. So now, before you get your OPT, so get this right, before you get your OPT, as with the CPT, you need to have at least been here for a year or spent like 2 semesters before you can actually apply for your OPT and get your EAD card, which is what we call the Employment Authorization Document. Without that EAD, OPT EAD card, you cannot work. Yes, you cannot work without the card. So you might apply and you are thinking, oh, because I have applied, then I can start working. No, until that card gets to your hand, you cannot work. And again, it getting to your hand does not also mean that you can start working. No, because you need to ensure that the date that you have added on that card is the date you're actually going to start working. So if you say that, oh, you want to start working on the 20th, and that's what you add when you were applying for the card, and then it comes to you and you start working before, you are in trouble. You can only work on that date that has been stipulated in the card. Okay, so now there are things that you need to do. First of all, to apply, there are people that need to approve your OPT application. Your school has to be involved because without them nothing is going to happen. Your school has to be involved, and you need to also apply to your to the United States Citizenship Immigration Services. You need to apply to USCIS. Now, the difference between your OPT and your CPT is that for OPT, you do not require a job offer letter before you can begin your application process. Whereas for your CPT, remember in that video where I talked about your CPT eligibility, everything, all the criteria, I mentioned that you need to have a job letter before you even, reach out to your international office that you want to, apply for your CPT. You don't need to do that for your OPT. And again, for your CPT, you can only work for that specific employer America, or whatever is stated in the CPT, that's where you work. You cannot work anywhere else. But for your OPT, you can work anywhere in the United States of America. So that's the differences between your CPT and your OPT right there. Okay, but with your OPT, guys, if you are doing like the OPT before you graduate, there are certain requirements for that one. But when you do that one, know that it's also going to take out from your post-completion OPT. So what I'm trying to say is this: for instance, during your master's program or your degree here, you decided to make use of your OPT. What it means is that if you work for a period of time, know this, especially when you work full-time. When all of these things, when you work full-time, it affects you in one way or another. When you work full-time, they are going to take it away from your post-completion OPT. So if you work like full-time for 6 months, let's say for that 6 months, what they are going to do, they will have that 6 months that you have worked, right? So 6 months divided by 2, that will be 3, right? And then if you are supposed to be given 1 year OPT post-completion, that's after you graduate, they are now going to reduce that 12 months by 3, which is 9 months. So you see how it works. So your working 6 months has reduced your post-completion OPT to just 9 months instead of the 12 months that you should have been given after graduation. So you need to figure out for yourself, do I want to do my follow the path of pre-completion OPT, or I just want to follow the path of my post-completion OPT? That decision is for you to make, not me. Valeen cannot make that decision for you. So now, what are the general requirements for OPT? 1, you must be, of course, you must be a student. So you must be registered for a full-time study program in the United States. So you cannot be saying, oh, I want to do OPT, and you're not even a student. So it's not going to apply to you, okay? The second thing, you must be maintaining your valid F1 status. As in, if you're not maintaining it, how do you expect to be? It won't be approved, because these people, they have your record. They can know that, they can check to know that you are valid or not, or you are maintaining your status or not. So that's also very important. And remember, I mentioned it already that your pre-completion OPT would also take away from your post-completion OPT. Another thing again that you need to put into consideration as an eligibility criteria is that if you have done your CPT, a full-time CPT for 12 months, you are not eligible for OPT. So take that out of your mind that, oh, I'm going to do CPT for 12 months full-time, and it's not going to work for you, because once that is done, it's already counted as OPT for you again. So you must be very careful when you are doing your CPT, so it also does not take away from your OPT, because you don't want to jeopardize your OPT. Because if you do that, the moment you graduate, it means you're telling yourself, the moment you graduate, you need to go back to your country. And most times we don't want to go back, because we want to stay back to work and gain some experience. So figure out which of them is more important to you and do what works best for you. Another requirement is that you need to apply before the completion of your degree for your OPT. So you don't want to wait till when you graduate before you make that application. Usually you apply 90 days before your graduation. For instance, you're graduating in December like me now. I applied in September. So I'm giving myself 3 months, because it takes a lot of time for the USCIS to approve your application. And so you want to start early so that you're among the first people that they would, approve their application. So always start early. The next thing is that OPT is permitted for up to 12 months. OPT, okay? So you have like 12 months to do your OPT. But if you are a STEM major, like if your major is a STEM related course, science, tech, engineering and mathematics, then your OPT will be extended for another 24 months after the completion of your 12 months. So that means you have a total of 36 months for your OPT, okay? But the thing is that part-time OPT, when utilized while in school, will take away from your full-time OPT availability once you graduate, which I already mentioned before. Okay, so you have to tell yourself, what am I going for? What do I want to do? Which part do I want to do? Do you want to do the pre-completion OPT while you are still in school, or you want to focus on your post-completion OPT? The next thing I want to talk about now is the requirements for your pre-completion OPT. I just talked about the general requirements for OPT, but now I want to talk about the requirements that is dedicated for the pre-completion OPT. So if you are someone who's interested in doing your OPT while you're still schooling, then this is the requirement for that option. So the requirement for your pre-completion OPT is this. The first one, you must be enrolled. You must be a student, first of all, for any of these things to apply. Then again, you can only work for 20 hours a week when school is in session. And when school is not in session, then you can work, like full-time during the summer break or other breaks that is observed by the school, like the popular spring break. I don't know if most schools do the winter break because we don't do it here. Like this fall break, we don't do fall break. We just go for Thanksgiving break. So during Thanksgiving break, you can also work full-time because most times people take off during that period. So you can work and make more money, during that Thanksgiving break. So that is all that is required for you to do your OPT while you're studying. Most of the requirements, I have already stated them when I was talking about the general requirements for OPT as a whole. But the thing I would always advise again is that you ensure that you are in communication with your international office, because at the end of the day, they are the best persons or the best, place to get information, and you don't want to be doing things on your own. You want people that will guide you in the right path. They have someone they call the DS. They have that person will help you, tell you what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and so that you do not go about doing the wrong things and miss out on deadlines, because you are the one to blame. Nobody is going to take the blame or the fall for you. Even the international office, most of them will just tell you what to do. If anything happens, you're on your own. That brings me to the end of this video. Guys, I was going to talk about the post-completion OPT, but I just figured that I don't want this video to be very long. So I'm going to be talking about the post-completion OPT requirements in another video, and also sharing with you my experience, how I lost out of an internship opportunity because I did not have my OPT. So guys, wait for that video. Please turn on your notifications bell if you haven't already, because that will give you the opportunity to be notified whenever I upload any content on my channel. And I share all of my experiences here, good, bad, ugly, so that you are well armed and knowledge is power. I made the mistake. You will not make the mistake. I want to hear your good news. I want to hear your success story. And to those who have been very active on my Telegram group, thank you guys so much. In case you don't know, I have a Telegram group where I have a one-on-one communication with my subscribers or intending aspiring international students, and even an international student. If you want a network, if you want a family member, if you want a friend, I can be that friend. You can also join that group and we can, help other international students, mentor them, and, we can just be friends, family and friends. Okay, so guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you guys so much. Please give this video a huge thumbs up if you found it helpful. You might not need it today, you might need it in the days to come. And if you're an international student already, then this video is also very helpful because you know certain things. The next video I'm going to make will let you know that even though I'm an international student, there are certain things that I didn't know and I missed out, and I had to pay the price. So wait for the next video as it drops, and please share this video to those who would need them. And till we see again, I remain Valeen Oseh, and I pledge to never give up, and I hope that you do same. Bye guys.